Today, our prompt says, read, think, write. Read the information in the box below. Nothing messes up your Friday like finding out it's only Tuesday. Has that ever happened to you? It happens to me sometimes when my alarm clock goes off. I think, oh, do I really have to get up? Is it really? Oh, yeah, it's just, let's say, wait, no, it's not. Yesterday was the first day of the week. It's only a Tuesday. That's frustrating, huh? Think about all the things you enjoy doing during your week or during a week. So think about everything that you have to do during your week. Then we're not going to really worry about what it says to read about or what it says to think about. But more than anything, we're going to read what it says to write about. Write about your favorite day of the week and explain why it's your favorite. So I kind of went back and forth on this, deciding if I'm writing about the favorite day of the week, is a favorite day of the week a what? Or is it a when? Well, if it's a when, it's more of a, it could be when is your favorite day, but I would think a favorite day would be a what. When I think of a when, I think of a specific situation of when something happened. The what is a day of the week, like it happens every single week. But you can write this from any angle that you want. I'm just going to approach it like it's a what. What day of the week is your favorite? So after I read the prompt, write about your favorite day of the week and explain why it's your favorite. Then, very quickly, I'm going to write WWE for expository. This is just like our superstar, and it's the rubric that reminds us what we need to do. The more you're able to elaborate and the more you're able to effectively answer these questions and do them well, the higher your score is going to be. The first W is the wows, 2 wows. What one W are they asking me to write about? They're asking me to write about what is my favorite day of the week. Then I'm going to write the other wow to hook my audience in. And that is my wow using my bada bing. The next W is why. Why did you choose the day of the week you chose? You had 7 to choose from. Why did you choose the one you chose? Then this E, give examples that explain why this is your favorite day of the week. Explode your examples when you're explaining by using the 5 W's and putting in as many of the cobwebs as you can. And then lastly, this E, spelling, capitalization, and punctuation and grammar. Those can all be lumped together to take, after you have finished drafting your paper, take your paper to the ER, the editing and revising room. It's like I've showed you before. When you edit, you're looking for cups, C-U-P-S. You're checking to make sure, which some of you yesterday when I was conferencing with you in my room, some of you have been struggling with this. Cups. Your capitalization. Do all of your sentences start with a capital letter? And does the pronoun I start with a capital letter? Usage. Does your words make, does your sentence, listen to me as I'm messing up. Do your sentences make sense? Does your subject and your verb agree? Does your paper sound the way we talk? The P is for punctuation and the S is for spelling. For revising, we remember ARM. ARM stands for, do I need to add anything to my expository composition to make it better? Do I need to remove anything that doesn't add to my prompt, or do I need to move any information around? That's what it's talking about, taking it to the ER. And then last of all, you need an ending. So after you decode or kind of write the clues as to what the prompt is saying, and you decide what one W are you writing about, then we do a brainstorm. We're going to do 2 different brainstorms. The first one is easy, just to get your brain going. I just brainstormed the days of the week. So there's 7 days of the week. I said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those are the days of the week, just to make sure you have them right in your head. Then over here, I picked my favorite day of the week. Now this might come as a surprise. I do love Saturdays, but Saturdays these days seem to be just as busy as any other day. So I picked Wednesday because when I was in 4th grade, if I was going to write about my favorite day of the week, I would have picked Wednesday. Wednesday was my favorite day of the week, and it's still my favorite day for lots of different reasons. It seems like on Wednesday, if you can make it through Wednesday, it's all downhill. That's why Wednesday is called Hump Day. And you guys have been in my class long enough to know that we like to celebrate Wednesday or Hump Day in my class by watching the Hump Day video, the silly Hump Day video with the camel walking through the office saying, "Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?" So the video, and the reason that it's called Hump Day, it's just like I said, it's not the beginning of the week, and it's not the end of the week. And sometimes Wednesday seems extra painful, like you're just like, oh my gosh, can I make it over the hump? But once you do, the rest of the week, it's all downhill from there. It's clear coasting, right? So it's called Hump Day because it's like, oh, if you can just make it through noon on Wednesday, then, oh, you're in the clear. Your week's almost over, right? It's not the first day of the week. Everyone always jokes about like, oh, it must be a Monday because Mondays can be pretty painful. I remember when I was growing up, Wednesdays were my favorite day to eat in the cafeteria at school because they had Mexican food, and I think you guys have that a lot of times too. It's all going to revolve around food, but it's kind of funny. When I was growing up, a lot of people, and still a lot of people, and a lot of you guys go to church on Wednesday nights, but I grew up in a really small town, and teachers didn't give homework on Wednesdays, and there were no games, there were no activities because so many people in our community went to church on Wednesday nights. It's not the end of the week because a lot of times at the end of the week you're stressing, oh my gosh, I needed to get all this done and I didn't. On Wednesdays, before we would go to church at 7, we kind of had a tradition in our family. So we'd leave right after school. My mom would take my brothers and sister and I, that was kind of our day right after school, to do some fun activities like piano lessons or dance lessons and that sort of thing. And then after we did that, we would meet my grandparents and my Aunt Lori and Uncle Joe, and we would always meet at Pizza Hut about 10 miles away from where I lived, and we would eat pizza on Wednesday night. And a lot of times we'd meet up and do that before we went to church. So that was just kind of a fun thing that we did. So when I think about all the different days of the week, I remember, especially when I was in 4th grade, one of my favorite days of the week was Wednesday.